Good Wednesday afternoon, folks. Well, I don't even think it's Wednesday yet. I believe it is. Let's see what I had here. It is 10:50 a.m. Thursday, March 31st, last day of this lovely month. Just a whole day away from good old April. Anywho's, we're looking at about 56 degrees today. Doesn't look like it, but UV rays still squeak through the cloud cover. So it should be hopefully a very nice, lovely work day for me. As you can see back here, I've got my workstation set up. I'm working on getting that cleaned out. Transferred a few things. Had found a couple of containers in my greenhouse that unfortunately did not have their holes drilled. So these were waterlogged. I didn't notice that until yesterday. Couldn't figure out why my plant was floating. And it dawned on me when I checked it that I had two planters in my greenhouse that did not have holes. So, yeah, I had that guy up there didn't have a hole in him. And it was, I think, that guy right there did not have a hole in him. Guys can see real quick, I have once again moved stuff around because I'm never satisfied with anything being in the same spot. I also have a couple of new plants in here. Well, not really new, just new to the containers that I stuck them in. But yeah, let me get you guys inside here. I know I can't really zoom out very far, and this is a very cramped space, so bear with me, folks. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. Take a step in. I have my lovely Cana with his 6th leaf coming up already. That one was a leaf. Was one of the smaller ones, but he's coming up nicely. Unfortunately, all the rest of them that I got out of this container last season and over winter, they toasted. That was my fault. I should have kept the lid off of the container. I have my Snapdragons. This guy is absolutely going crazy over here. Look at how beautiful this thing is. Bugs everywhere. Ooh, I almost ate it. Just stepped off my curb here. Let's see. Redid my pine cone just a bit. He is just going to chill in that container. I have my Kentucky pole beans. I redid those. I kind of looked at them. They looked weird. I have my one down here. I planted like 8 in this thing. And that's the only one that popped up so far. And those are Kentucky pole beans as well. I think I put the date on when I planted them. 3/23 it looks like. So about a week, give or take, in this weird compost mix that I have chilling in here. I have flowers starting to form on my lemon tree. Trimmed my onions. You can see I got out majority of the old stuff. I don't know if it's just me or if anyone else does this when they grow herbs, but every once in a while I come and clean this stuff out. Got my petunias going absolutely ballistic over here. Like I said, this is a ton of new growth. All of this. New growth, new growth, new growth, new growth, new growth. This thing's going nuts. Had to redo my little guys back here. And I actually switched these out. I kind of poured the bunching onions in the big one, and originally I had them in that one. So yeah, I've got one random garlic in there, and the rest is going to be what it's going to pop up to be. My rose stem cuttings. My spinaches, which I've moved, and they are starting to do really well. I had one transplant, which was this little guy. And then I got my transplant. Let's see if I can show you guys. Back there in the corner, plus these two up here. They're starting to slowly recover. It's going to take them a while. And then you guys will notice here I have something missing. This was my parsley. I yanked that sucker out. And it's now in its own little pot. So I should have a nice little parsley bush. Once that sinks down a bit more, I'll add more dirt to it. But yeah, aside from that, my parsley now has its own little personal flowy container. So I don't have to worry about it folding over, growing weird, or doing anything else. We have my habaneros. Not habaneros, my jalapenos. Like, look how thick that guy is. He's a thick one. They're getting there. They're getting there. I'm hoping. I'm really hoping. Trimmed down most of my onions, just letting these guys grow a little bit more. And letting these guys do what they want. Growing a little bit. They're taking a little longer to recover from the cuttings just because of the weather's been weird. And the fact that I keep forgetting to water these. You guys can see, look, I have tons of heads on my chives, my garlic chives. These are all over the place. I probably got about 12 of them in here. Maybe 15. Look, there's even another one down here. Yep, squish him, there he is. My other parsley doing alright. And then check this out, I'm super happy. This is my my yellow ghost peppers. And look, I finally have a leaf. It's got little green nodules here and there on these little nubs, and one down here. And I have my first, I think this was a hot pepper. I believe these two fat ones back, this one was my bell pepper for sure. And I think this one was a hot pepper as well. I know for a fact this one was a hot pepper. This one only had like 3 on it to begin with, and then my lemon habaneros. My other new addition was, you guys all saw for the last couple of weeks, I had a little piece of rosemary sitting in this water container for nearly a month. I transplanted him. He is now over here in his own container because he finally had a root. I didn't want to wait for a second one, so I got him in soil as fast as I could once I saw the first one, and I'm gonna hopefully he's going to take off in here. The water I have him sitting in is a root start booster, so hopefully that'll take off and it'll be a nice secondary rosemary plant for my yard. And then this guy down here, I'm still trying to figure out what it is. I got no clue. It's just a weird little green plant. But yeah, aside from that, that's all there is for the greenhouse. I just figured I'd give you guys a quick little update as to what's going on. Sorry, this one's a little longer than my usual ones. I'm normally been trying to keep them under 5 minutes or around 5 minutes. This one's gotten a little extended. So this one will be roughly about 8 minutes here, folks. I do apologize. But I want to thank you all for sticking with me thus far. Hitting that thumbs up for me on the way in, or even on the way out, or even hitting that thumbs down button. To me, it doesn't really matter. Leave a comment down in the comment section below what you think of my space and what you guys think of my shorter videos. Aside from that, this is going to be Fox It Outdoors signing off. I will most likely have another one after this. Take care, folks. See y'all later.